When you think of the richest families in the world, names like the House of Saud, the Rothschilds, and the Waltons probably come to mind. But there is one family that rivals them in power and influence. A family that's shaped not only the business world, but also the very fabric of American politics. I'm talking about the Koch family, particularly the brothers Charles and David Koch, whose incredible influence and multi-billion-dollar empire spans from industries ranging from oil to consumer goods and beyond. But that's just scratching the surface. The Koch family's current net worth is estimated to be over $120 billion. This staggering fortune isn't just tied to one company. The Kochs own Koch Industries, a behemoth conglomerate with interests in chemicals, energy, fiber, intermediates, polymers, minerals, fertilizers, pulp and paper, ranching, finance, commodities trading, and investments. From owning Georgia Pacific, the well-known paper manufacturer of brands like Brawny and Angel Soft, to being major stakeholders in Invista, a leading manufacturer of polymers and fibers, to even enterprise software companies like Infor, the Koch brothers have built an empire that's deeply embedded in our daily lives. But how did they do it? And what are the hidden stories behind their rise to power? Let's dive deep into the things you never knew about the Koch brothers. Prepare to be astonished by tales of ambition, innovation, and a relentless pursuit of influence. Let's get started. The story of the Koch family's wealth begins with their father, Fred Koch. Before his revolutionary breakthrough, Fred was a chemical engineer working in the oil fields, grappling with the inefficiencies of existing refining methods. He saw firsthand the limitations and high costs associated with refining heavy crude oil. Determined to find a better way, Fred immersed himself in research and experimentation. His relentless pursuit led him to develop a new and more efficient method for refining heavy crude oil into gasoline. This wasn't just a minor tweak, it was a major leap forward. Fred's breakthrough came after countless hours in the lab, where he combined his deep knowledge of chemical processes with innovative engineering techniques. He patented this method, which significantly reduced costs and improved output, positioning his refinery ahead of its time. With this new technology, Fred Koch established Koch Industries in 1940, turning a small operation into a profitable enterprise. His method not only attracted business, but also laid the groundwork for a diversified industrial empire. Fred Koch's ingenuity and determination didn't just create a successful company, they set the stage for a dynasty. The empire that followed would shape the future of energy, manufacturing, and beyond, all stemming from one man's groundbreaking innovation and tireless work ethic. And that was just the beginning. Let's dive deeper into the incredible journey of the Koch brothers and how they transformed their father's legacy into a global powerhouse. Charles and David had a fairly typical childhood, filled with sibling rivalries and adventures. Growing up in Wichita, Kansas, they attended local schools, played sports, and participated in various extracurricular activities like the other kids. Their early years were a blend of school, play, and family life. But beneath the seemingly ordinary childhood, there were early signs of the business acumen that would later define their lives. Their father, Fred Koch, was not just an innovator but also a mentor. He often involved Charles and David in discussions about business and economics, sparking their interest from a young age. Imagine family dinners where the topics weren't just about school or sports, but also about market trends and business strategies. Fred's approach was hands-on. He encouraged his sons to think critically about the world around them. He shared insights into his work and the challenges he faced, planting the seeds for their future endeavors. As teenagers, Charles and David were already displaying a knack for entrepreneurship. They took on small projects and helped out with family business tasks. These early experiences were more than just chores, they were lessons in responsibility, hard work, and strategic thinking. The values instilled in them by their father and their early experiences set the stage for their later success. From these humble beginnings, the Koch brothers would go on to build an empire. But it all started with the lessons learned at home, guided by a father who believed in their potential and equipped them with the tools to succeed. Entering the business world. After completing their education, Charles at MIT and David at MIT and Harvard Business School, the brothers eventually joined Koch Industries, eager to build on their father's legacy. Charles Koch joined Koch Industries in 1961, and David Koch joined the company in 1970. In 1961, when Charles first became intimately involved with the business, Koch Industries was still relatively small compared to its future size. The company was known for its innovative approaches, but had not yet diversified into a vast array of industries it would later encompass. The exact valuation of Koch Industries in 1961 is not well documented, but it was a modestly sized firm specialized solely in oil refining. Much different from the massive conglomerate it would become under the leadership of Charles and David. Charles took over the company in 1967, and under his leadership, the company began to diversify, expanding beyond oil refining into chemicals, energy, and more. It was a risky move, but one that would pay off immensely. Charles was particularly instrumental in the initial transformation of Koch Industries. With a degree in chemical engineering from MIT, he had the technical knowledge and vision needed to expand the company's operations. He didn't just stick to what his father had built. Instead, he envisioned a broader future for the company. He implemented a business philosophy known as market-based management, which focuses on applying market principles within the organization. This philosophy played a crucial role in driving innovation and efficiency throughout the company. David, who joined the company a few years later after completing his education in MIT and Harvard, brought a different but complementary set of skills. His expertise in chemical engineering and business allowed him to identify new opportunities and optimize existing operations. David's entry into Koch Industries marked the beginning of a dynamic partnership. While Charles was the strategist and visionary, David was the executor and manager, focusing on day-to-day operations and helping to streamline processes across various divisions. Together, they spearheaded several strategic acquisitions and expansions. One of their significant early moves was the acquisition of Pine Bend Refinery in Minnesota. This refinery, which was initially struggling, became one of the most profitable refineries in the country under their management. The success of Pine Bend demonstrated the brothers' ability to turn around failing businesses and generate substantial profits. However, their aggressive expansion wasn't without its challenges. The brothers had to navigate regulatory hurdles, market fluctuations, and internal conflicts. But despite these obstacles, they remained steadfast in their vision. Their resilience and ability to adapt to changing circumstances were key factors in their success. They weren't afraid to take calculated risks, and their bold decisions often paid off handsomely. For David, his role in the company was not limited to operations. He also became an essential figure in managing the company's public relations and philanthropic efforts. His involvement in various charitable activities helped build a positive image for Koch Industries, even as they faced criticism from various quarters. The journey of Charles and David Koch in the business world is a testament to their complementary skills and shared vision. Together, they transformed a small family business into a global powerhouse, setting the stage for future growth and success. They navigated the ups and downs of the business world, making strategic decisions that would propel Koch Industries to unprecedented heights. However, their journey was anything but smooth. They encountered numerous challenges and setbacks, yet their determination remained unwavering. Each setback was seen as an opportunity for a comeback, driving them to push harder and innovate further. The road to wealth. Now, the Koch brothers' wealth didn't come overnight. It was the result of decades of hard work, smart investments, and strategic acquisitions. Koch Industries grew exponentially under their leadership, expanding into diverse sectors, including manufacturing, trading, and investments. One of their key strategies was investing in areas that others overlooked. They acquired struggling companies and turned them around through innovative processes and technologies. This approach not only saved failing businesses, but also generated immense profits. By the 1980s, Koch Industries had become one of the largest privately owned companies in the world. The brothers' combined net worth soared, reaching staggering heights. The Koch brothers didn't just build their empires through organic growth. They strategically acquired companies to diversify and strengthen their portfolio. Here are some of their biggest acquisitions that transformed Koch Industries into the powerhouse it is today. First up is Georgia Pacific, acquired in 2005 for $21 billion. This acquisition allowed Koch Industries to enter the consumer goods market, producing everyday products and strengthening their position in the building materials sector. In 2004, they acquired Invista for $4.2 billion. Invista, a global manufacturer of polymers and fibers, including Lycra and Stainmaster, expanded Koch Industries' presence in the textile and chemical industries. Flint Hills Resources, acquired in 2002, gave Koch Industries control over refineries, chemical plants and biofuel facilities, reinforcing their dominance in the oil and gas sector. In 2013, they purchased Molex for $7.2 billion, marking their entry into the high-tech manufacturing sector. Molex's products serve industries like telecommunications, data communications, and industrial automation. The acquisition of Guardian Industries in 2016 expanded their capabilities in the glass and automotive industries, enhancing their product offerings in the building materials market. Lastly, through Diesel Electric LLC, they acquired Electromotive Diesel, a manufacturer of diesel-electric locomotives. This acquisition diversified their interests into the transportation sector. These strategic acquisitions have not only increased the Koch family's wealth, but also diversified their business operations across various industries, reinforcing their position as one of the most powerful and influential families in the world. As of 2024, Charles Koch's estimated net worth is around $62 billion, while David, before his passing in 2019, was worth about $58 billion. Together, they ranked among the wealthiest individuals on the planet. But of course, with great wealth comes great scrutiny. Today, Koch Industries is a colossal entity, with interests in everything from paper products to chemicals, energy, and finance. They own well-known brands like Dixie cups and Brawny paper towels, and their influence extends into virtually every corner of the global economy. But despite their enormous success, the Koch brothers have remained relatively private. They rarely give interviews and prefer to stay out of the public eye, which has only added to the mystery surrounding them. What drives them? What are their goals? How have they maintained such a low profile despite their massive influence? And how have they dealt with the many controversies and accusations thrown at them? With great power and wealth often come great controversies. And the Koch brothers are no exception. Over the years, they have faced numerous accusations and legal battles. Environmentalists have criticized them for the company's impact on the environment, citing pollution and regulatory violations. For those who don't know, Koch Industries has been fined millions of dollars for various environmental infractions, including oil spills and air pollution violations. Labor groups have also accused them of mistreating workers and opposing unionization efforts. There have been allegations of unsafe working conditions in some of their plants, leading to protests and legal challenges. Politically, the Koch brothers have also been highly influential, using their wealth to support conservative and libertarian causes. They have donated hundreds of millions of dollars to influence elections and policy decisions, often through organizations like Americans for Prosperity and other political action committees. Additionally, their influence extends into heavy lobbying efforts to shape legislation in favor of their business interests. Critics argue that this undermines democratic processes and promotes policies that benefit the wealthy at the expense of the general public. The Koch brothers have also funded numerous educational programs and institutions promoting their libertarian views. While some see this as philanthropy, others view it as an attempt to shape academic discourse and public opinion in ways that align with their political and economic interests. In the 1990s, the company faced charges for improperly disposing of hazardous waste and making illegal contributions to political campaigns. In 2000, Koch Industries agreed to pay $35 million to settle claims that it had knowingly discharged oil into water bodies in 6 states. Such controversies have cast a long shadow over their business achievements. Despite the controversies, there's no denying the profound impact the Koch brothers have had on the business world. Their business model and strategies have been studied by aspiring entrepreneurs and seasoned business professionals alike. They have shown how a privately owned company can compete with publicly traded giants, and their success has inspired many to follow in their footsteps. The Koch brothers have also been philanthropic, donating billions to various causes, including education, medical research, and the arts. Their contributions have funded scholarships, research projects, and cultural institutions across the country, leaving a lasting impact. But as Charles and David Koch approached their later years, they began to think about the legacy they would leave behind. Would they be remembered as ruthless businessmen or as visionary entrepreneurs who changed the landscape of American industry? David Koch passed away in 2019, leaving Charles to continue the work they started together. Charles remains at the helm of Koch Industries, steering the company through the ever-changing business landscape. The legacy they've built is one of both innovation and controversy, reflecting their complex and often contradictory nature. But the stories of the Koch brothers is far from over. As Koch Industries continues to grow and evolve, their influence will be felt for generations to come. The question now is, what will the future hold for this powerful empire? Only time will tell. Kindly go to the comments below and tell us what you think about the Koch brothers. Do you think they were ruthless businessmen out to make money by any means, or do you see them as visionaries who took bold steps no one else dared to take, even when faced with heavy public criticisms? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on influential individuals like the Koch brothers.